Here's where we're at with all of the big players in terms of their positioning. The chatter regarding inflation in the US, like that was a big theme weeks ago now, and it's still got some murmurs around it, but like all of these things, they kind of die out. So any movement to the downside in the Aussie as a result of the US dollar going up because of inflationary expectations, I think is probably short-lived. So therefore, be looking to see whether any of that movement gives us a long opportunity. You can see all these big VWAPs that we've got marked in. What I like about this, I've got that correct, is there are none in here. So these are like stoplights, as you know, they get in the way, they stop things. Like this is like the open road. There's no speed limit on that in this area. So ideally, this is where we want to be, in open road territory, not in inner city traffic, because it's stop-start. So our biggest payouts come when we're away from all that crap. So this is, unless I'm missing some VWAPs, this is the open road, which is great. This is where we're just coming off now again, off this big selling zone. So with all of those observations, at least we're in the sweet zone as far as the open road, so that's cool. But you're going to see traders looking to trade this move. So we'll be looking for shorts to initiate in here. And I'll have a look at inventory to see if they already have, but that's about the 73.30-ish mark. So what do we say? Let's see if there's lots of sellers around the 73.30 area. Check that out. 73.31. There's an absolute gazillion of them, isn't there? We want these guys offside, and then we start to push up this way. So right here, which is basically where we're trading, this is a new area of acceptance. And we've got this little anomaly just here, and then we build out again. So potentially we get along from either the current area or the next one down. And then when we look at this view, don't go short at the bottom of the channel. Now look where the transition is, and our big seller, I'll mark it on the chart because they're so enormous. That's them on side right now. So low hanging fruit for us is where? Above here. Take some money here in case it just rolls back over, at least you've got something. Hold some and look for the continuation. And so this is cool, but really the main area where we'd love to be long is up here. So that takes care of longs, we know about that. So RBA, just a few minutes. So I feel like that's just a starter with, I don't know what chart, the COT, and just worked a way back. And then you just end up with a game plan where you want to participate, where you're probably wasting your time, i.e., seriously, do we really want to be bothered in here? Now, this is just RBA stuff. And again, don't go short at the bottom of the channel, because like here, you might have thought, oh, I'll just get out above here. No, they actually took it up. There was virtually no business here, and it just gapped, just went back. Okay, same again, don't sell at the bottom of the channel. Boom, nice little push there. You saw some decent size. Now, we watched a lot of sellers come and get committed to this, so there's plenty of short fuel in addition to everything we've already been speaking about. So I just traded, scalped with momentum. So why? Well, it was built on these buys here starting to, so I was able to get set because of the volume in here. But I can also see it's not going anywhere. Might have gone up, but there's no actual real acceptance there yet. But we'll see whether or not shorts, what are they possibly leaning on? Maybe this 73.27 maybe. So a hypothesis was for the long either off this area or this area. The low-hanging fruit if we get above this big seller. So because I'm in this, I don't know what happens with this big guy up here. So this is, I'll look to get flat in here. I'm not even going to hold some. I'll look to get everything off. Then if we get long again, take some here, as I said, and then if we continue here, back in. So early days, so a multi-pronged approach to trading, basically, if we were to get rewarded from the bottom all the way up to wherever. So I'm always looking at lots of things. So check this out. Right? See how there's just no interest right at the lows here? And so by the time we were here, you're getting a bit of a hole in value just here. So again, it's that combining lots of things to come up with a robust technique to trade it. Like we've got our hypothesis, but trading it's another thing. You need to lean on some points of evidence to be able to get on side. Where to take some off, where to get off out completely, where to go back in with some, where can you get in and get on side straight away. I can tell you that in here, my body is screaming, go short, right? So I feel the draw in here to go short, and I've got to go, yeah, but that's me. And if I do that, I'm just succumbing to what a lot of other traders do. And guess what? Market's counterintuitive, and most of that group loses. So, don't do it. Don't do it. Just wait till you see what you've just bloody hypothesized. So it's not like I don't feel the pull there, but what you want to do is go, beauty. That's what every other idiot's doing. Not every other, but enough. So when you feel that, because it's like the markets operate in a way to draw you into a certain action. So when you feel that, you want to try to think about, okay, is that a signal that's going to shaft a lot of traders? Because it wasn't based on any, multiple points of evidence. It was just like, oh, looks like it's going down. You just don't want to act on it. Otherwise, you see? And that's what I talk about, surrendering to something external. And so it's a really good example because I felt it. And I've been doing this for a long time, yet I still can feel that. Because I was once not the trader who sees all the stuff that I see now. So it's valuable. You just have to go, I'll try and use this. If you know the show Billions, the character who plays Wendy Rhodes is based on someone who works with the multi-billion-dollar hedge fund guys on their performance. She is an ex-trader, Denise Shull in her accent. Research shows that those who basically are working out how people behave play the game the best. That's it. So I'm still on my long. And what did I say when I would get up to here? Get all completely flat. So that was a pretty straightforward 5.5 basis points, right? Built from prep. So flat now, waiting for the next part of it. So that's just one bit of a bigger hypothesis. But, that was my get flat there because that's where that big seller is. I'm not going to go short or anything. Let's just take the money and wait for what happens next. Whatever that is, the market will no doubt show me at some stage.